We're almost finished. Almost finished. Almost finished. Hey Tariq, how are you? I'm good. Almost finished, Tariq. Almost finished. This is my real cool down. This is my first cool down. So we've been on here for about an hour. Not live, but on here on the elliptical for about an hour. So we're cooling down now. Getting the heart rate back down. How you doing this on this beautiful hump day? It's hot outside, though. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. So we're inside the whole time today. Just chilling. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you for always coming through here and supporting. You know I'll definitely support you, but I never see you go live. I check your channel out though. Everybody doesn't go live. So some people just like uploading content. So I check you out. I check you out. You did some weights this morning? I did too. I did upper body this morning. And afternoon. This afternoon, and then later I did my cardio. So since I'm inside, I'm like, it's too hot outside. It's not really even, it's not like it's 90 degrees. It's like 83, but it's really, really humid. Hey, Angel. It's really humid. Thank you, Angel, for the flowers. Glad to have you in the chat. You and Tariq, how y'all doing on this hump day, Wednesday? So I just finished doing upper body strength training. Just finished my cardio, about 45 minutes. So I'm cooling down real time today with y'all. You did legs? Okay, that sounds good. That sounds great. Legs and a couple of bench presses. Okay, a few bench presses. That's good. How are you doing, Angel? I hope you're continuing. I hope that you're feeling better, much better. Doing good. Okay, about to cut up your strawberries. Look, Angel, when I jump off of here, I don't know if you saw my short the other day, but I chopped up some fruit. I chopped up, what was it? Not cantaloupe, pineapple. I want some cantaloupe. I want cantaloupe. I wish I had cantaloupe. I chopped that. I have blueberries, kiwi. I'm gonna squirt all over the rest of it. Strawberries. So yeah, I wanted bananas and cantaloupe, but I didn't have any, and I didn't feel like, I was like, let me just use what I have, because whatever you have is good. Like, use what you have sometimes. Like, I taught my kids that, but guess what? Sometimes they have to remind me, use what you have. You know, just use what you have. You love pineapples? Yes, they are so good, so sweet. So sweet. That tropical fruit. Tropical fruit. It is. I'm gonna put some of it in my water bottle too, cause it's the best. That just putting that natural fruit in your water bottle is so refreshing. So refreshing. So yep. Y'all, I've been on here for a while. This is my real cool down, my true cool down, which should be still 5 minutes, but I'm just saying this is the first cool down. Y'all know I do two. I do two when I'm done. I do one when I'm done working out, and I do the other when I come on here. And it's not really a cool down. It's just a walk. It's really just a walk. So right now we're getting the heart rate down. and settling on down. It's been like 7 minutes. I need to go a little bit slower, even more slower than I'm going right now. Especially once I start talking, because when I start talking, I kind of forget that I'm in a cool down. So that's why I usually go ahead and cool down right after I'm done. And then I go outside and walk. But again, when I'm inside and I'm on the elliptical, it's just convenient to go ahead and do a real cool down. And I stay on here anyway, so it's kind of like the same thing. I stay on here anyway. I look at the bag of Skittles and I said, self stick to the fruit. Right. Look at that. Look at the bag of Skittles. Okay. And then just imagine your fruit being the candy. Because I call it natural candy. So that being said, you know, we can't eat too much fruit because it does have sugar. It is natural sugar, but we do have a, you know, a daily recommended amount that we should eat that's healthier than eating these simple processed sugars, okay? We don't want to eat all that simple processed sugar. And when we eat our fruit, we want to make sure that we're getting the recommended amount, you know, so that we don't go over with that sugar as well. It's natural, but it's still sugar. So we want to be mindful. But it is the best thing to eat instead of grabbing the candy, the Twinkies, the box, all that processed stuff. Just grab you some fruit. Let your fruit be your candy. Let your fruit be your candy. You got yellow pineapples, yellow bananas. You have orange, yellowish mango, kind of reddish orange, I guess, mango, green kiwi. Think of your fruit as your candy. Red strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. Cherries, yes, cherries. Yeah, I got me some cherries. Yes, a lot of people love cherries. Cherries, they're good fruit. Cherries are good fruit. A lot of people love cherries. I'm not real fond of cherries. I don't know why. I've never liked. That's one of those things. You remember we talked about. Sometimes there are things that you didn't like and you grow to like as an adult, or vice versa. You liked it as a child. As an adult, you don't care for it. Cherries, I just never could get with cherries. I don't. If I have a cocktail or something, you know, but like I have family, they love cherries. Like they were fussing the other day because at one point cherries were so expensive. You know, cherries had gotten so expensive. And especially my little nephew, he loves cherries. He loves cherries. He doesn't care how much they cost. He's going to buy them. Yes, fruit is the better choice. But hey, that's okay. You know how we say we can treat ourselves sometimes. Moderation is key. Moderation is key. I don't eat candy nor other junk food all that much. That's good. That's good, Tariq. That's good. Because I know that I shouldn't, but I'll eat. It's not so much the candy, it's like the chocolate chip cookies, chocolate chip ice cream. And it's not like I have that weekly, but those are my favorite. Those are my favorite sweets. A good slice of chocolate cake. And I'm not too high on caramel, but I do like caramel cake. I guess it's kind of like when people don't like oranges, but they like orange flavored foods. They don't like strawberries, but they might like strawberry flavored foods. So that's how I am with caramel. I don't really like, I'm not too fond of caramel. But if it's the only thing in the house and I have a sweet tooth, I'll get a little bit. But I do like caramel cake. If it's moist and the caramel is really good, I do like caramel cake. Friday I'm going to go buy me some tomato plants. Okay, and jalapeno plants. So I can make fresh salsa and yeah, this summer. That sounds nice. That sounds nice. Thank you guys for coming through. I see 6 of you guys coming right now. So can 1 of you, 2, 3 of you guys thumbs up the live? I see 1 person thumbs it up. Okay. Okay, y'all know I don't fuss. See, when you say how many people are in here, and you start talking about the likes, they'll drop off. That's why I say I don't really stress and worry about the likes. If they come in and they're hanging out, they don't have to say anything. I understand that because I do that a lot. I don't say anything. And sometimes I just say hello to everybody and I go. Because I don't know, if you're watching though and someone says something about the number watching, if you're not in the chat, nobody really knows. But for some reason, that drives a lot of people off. So I don't focus on that. It doesn't matter if it's 100 in there, or if it's 10, or if it's 2. If you focus on that, that tends to drive people away. And I don't think a lot of people have grasped that concept or gotten an understanding of that. That when you fuss, because some people truly do fuss about it, you drive people away. Tariq, that's my weakness. I did, that's my thumb and heart. What's your weakness, Angel? Candy? Junk food? That a lot of people crave, they just really love junk food. You know, and some people, they don't love a lot, so to say, but they like certain junk foods. They like certain junk foods. So yeah, I do. I love chocolate chip ice cream, chocolate chip cookies. I like brownies. But because I know that they're my favorite, candy. A candy girl. You're a candy girl. Because they're my favorite, I try not to buy them like weekly. Okay, I try not to buy them weekly. I limit myself to what I get. Skittles and Mike and Ike. I had a friend, Angel, that loved Skittles, and she loved stuff like Skittles, anything with a lot of colors. Like it could be hard candy, or it could be like the Skittles. She loved Skittles, Mike and Ike's. Those were her favorite. She loved Mike and Ike's, and she would get chocolate candy from time to time, but she was more into the Skittles, the Jolly Ranchers, the Mike and Ike's. She loved that kind of candy. She loved it. Those are her favorites. Anything fruity, like anything that you could say is a fruit punch, a tropical or something, anything fruity, she loves it. Yep, she loved those types of candy. I would be like, have you eaten? Like she would go to Walmart, and then she'd be like, I bought me some, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So like later on that day, I say, how much do you have left? Angel, they would be gone. She would have eaten all of her Mike and Ike's. And she would have like several boxes. You know, like the $1.50 boxes or something like that, the ones that cost $1.50 per box. And sometimes she'd get the Skittles, you know, the big Skittles. And I'm like, how much do you have left? About half. And I'm thinking, girl, you ate all of it? She didn't have any kids, so she ate all of it. All of it. You don't like chocolate candy? Gummy one? Yep. She doesn't, she'll eat chocolate, and she liked it, but she was big on the other stuff. She could resist the chocolate. Now laters, yep. I loved now laters when I was a kid. And you know how people pronounce it all kinds of ways? Some people truly say now and laters. Now and laters. Some people say now later. Some people say now and later. They just shorten the A in so many different ways people pronounce now and laters. Okay? But look, we know what they're talking about. We know what they're talking about. We always know what they're talking about. Well, when we were in school though, it was hard to have candy in school when you weren't supposed to. Like there were certain classes that would let you eat. Then there were certain classes that wouldn't let you eat. And there were certain classes that would let you eat, but you couldn't eat candy. Like it had to be crackers, maybe even chips, especially when the Sun Chips got popular. You know, stuff that had to be water, Gatorade. And then you always had that favorite teacher that would let you eat anything. When you got to her class or his class, you could eat whatever you wanted. Okay? You can eat whatever you want. In fact, let me see. You can eat whatever you want in their class. You can eat whatever you want. But Angel, Why are these here? Why are these here? They aren't mine. Here's a pineapple pack. And the other one I think was strawberry or watermelon. Watermelon. No, strawberry. They aren't mine. They aren't mine. They aren't mine. we're trying to we're trying to keep the chocolate and the chocolate chip in moderation. So that lets you know, Angel, that somebody here is a now and later lover. Okay. Okay. Hi, my pet. How are you? My pet says hello, Tariq. We had that teacher who was like everyone's mom. Right. Exactly, Tariq. Oh, Tariq says he likes the Mexican stuff more than American candies. Okay, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, I got you. I like Mexican ice cream. I do. Now, I'm not big on all different types of ice cream. Like I said, my favorite is, I flip between mint chocolate chip and chocolate chip. Most times it's mint. Even at one point, I never thought I would like mint ice cream. Well, I tried mint chocolate chip Bluebell, and I've been stuck on it ever since. So even when I go to Baskin and Robbins, I'll get mint, and then sometimes I switch it up and get just regular chocolate chip, because regular chocolate chip was always my favorite, and it still is. I think it's just still amazing to me how much I do like mint chocolate chip. So I do get mint chocolate chip often. I kind of go back and forth between the two. But like as far as the candy, yeah, I like the chocolate candy. You just have to limit yourself. Know your limits. Look at those calories. When you look at how many calories is in a candy bar, sometimes that can be, that can help you as far as like being discouraged, as far as like don't eat it. Don't eat it. It can sway you away from eating it, okay? When you see how many calories are in there. Actual fruit inside of it. Yeah, yep. It does. And it's like, Tariq, it's nothing like it. Like I've had different types of ice cream, and it's just, if other than like the chocolate chip, let me try to slow down a little bit. Other than the chocolate chip, I say there is a caramel Mexican ice cream that I love. It's really good. It is really good. And I get it from time to time. The next time I get it, I think I do have a short on my channel with that ice cream. It's a caramel, I cannot think of the name of it. The like official name of it that they call it. But it's caramel and it's so good. It is so good. Hey, Brilliant. Good afternoon, Queen. What's going on, girl, dad? How y'all doing? Y'all, we in here just talking about food as usual. We're talking about ice cream. Of course, the mint chocolate chip and the chocolate chip. You can flip those two any day. They're my favorite. Then like Dutch chocolate, like a Dutch chocolate. And I don't eat, it's been years since I've had Dutch chocolate, and it's like probably my third favorite American ice cream, if I could say, because like we were talking about Mexican ice cream. There's Italian ice. So, is there a particular type of Italian ice cream? I know that there's Italian ice, but chocolate chip and mint chocolate chip are 1 and 2. Any given day, one is one, the other's 2. Dutch chocolate, and I haven't had Dutch chocolate in years, and it's right there in the store every day. Bluebell, the Bluebell kind, the Bluebell, that brand, I love it. But I try not to eat ice cream that much until summertime. Now, don't get me wrong. It's nothing like eating ice cream in the winter, especially if you're watching a really good movie. It's nothing like eating ice cream in the winter if you're watching a really good movie. But Dutch chocolate is my third favorite. I'll just say chocolate in general. Okay, chocolate. And I really do like that Dutch. It's almost, and I don't like bitter, like dark chocolate. I don't really like it. But with that Dutch ice cream, it tends to be on the bitter side. But it's really good. Put it in an ice cream cone. Oh, it's really good. I like that. So it's probably, I'll just say chocolate is my third favorite. Because there's all different types of chocolate. So those are my top 3. And then when it comes to the Mexican ice cream, I really do like the caramel ice cream that they have. Because like Tariq said, they have the real fruit. They use real fruit when they make their ice cream. Thank you, Brilliant. Hey, Girl Dad. Look at Girl Dad saying ice cream. Hi, my pet. Welcome into the chat. Thank each and every one of you guys for coming to the chat. If you don't mind, if you did it on your way in, please tap those three dots at the top right. Hit that like for me and come right on back in. But look, I'm not going to fight you about that. I'm not going to beat you up about that. I'm not going to fuss at you about that because I appreciate you being here. Whether you drop down in the chat or not, you're supporting because you're giving a view. Whether you stay for a second, 2 or 3 seconds, whatever it is, I appreciate you. I think we need to show appreciation more. Okay? Show appreciation more. Because people don't have to stop at all. You know? So just show some appreciation. Show some appreciation. Be kind. Yes, it's hump day. It's hump day. Happy hump day, Girl Dad. Happy hump day, everybody. See, Brilliant, speaking to everybody, I appreciate you, Brilliant. Thank you so much. Right, like button, the 3 dots at the top right. Hit them, hit them, hit them. Welcome to Lions Fries Chat. Like, hit those 3 dots to the right. Share, subscribe. Thanks for your support. I greatly appreciate you. I really, really do. I really, really do. I appreciate your support. Tariq has been so supportive since day one, since he's come over here. Brilliant. And I'm just saying Tariq because Tariq came a little bit after Angel. I think he found me through Angel. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But Tariq, Angel, Brilliant, I appreciate you guys because we do get busy. There are a lot of things that we do. And we do, you know, we appreciate the people who support us, the guys and girls, you ladies and men who support us. You know, a lot of times we don't say it. So lately I find myself saying it because a lot of times when we go to places, you don't see them come back to you. You know, you don't see them come back to you. And they're the main ones that talk about it, but you don't see them come back to you. But you can be on or jump right off and they'll be all over the place. So I appreciate those who like to call people by name and give them, you know, give them the accolades. Show appreciation. Show appreciation. That's just like when I say, I appreciate YouTube. I know a lot of people get mad at YouTube. But thank God, I'm just here to interact, to have fun, to connect, and to do what they say. You know, educational, entertainment, motivational purposes only. I add the motivational. I wish they would throw that in there. Entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay? Okay? Hey, Key Kitchen. Key Kitchen says, hey, Lions Pride. Hey, Brilliant. Thank you for coming into the chat, Key Kitchen. I appreciate you. See, the Key Kitchen is often supports as well. So you guys, please support each other. Please support each other. Support good, positive content. As I always say, positive content doesn't get a lot of support. Okay? It's just I don't know. You know, you have the devil and the angel on each one side. Think of it that way. And oftentimes when it comes to social media, no matter what people say, they're more intrigued and more turned on by the things that the devil likes, okay? They're more intrigued and they're more turned on by the things that the devil likes. They aren't intrigued or turned on by the things that are just, you know, regular, everyday conversation, grown folks topics that don't go into, you know, crazy areas. Hey, Grandma Lynn, welcome into the live. How you doing? Blessings to you, sister. Blessings to you as well. Thank you for coming into the chat. I appreciate you. I'm supposed to be cooling down, y'all. It's been almost 30 minutes, so I guess I'm going to go really, really slow. I was trying to get the heart rate down. But again, sometimes you start talking and you just keep going. You keep going. Sometimes you want to go faster. Sometimes you want to go faster. Or then you just kind of come mid-tempo. And when I start talking, I kind of go slow to mid-tempo. But I really want to go slow. Okay? Thank you guys again for coming to the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, men, while we have some men in this chat, what we're going to talk about a little bit today, I'm going to talk about, we talked about our automobiles before, right? So Tariq, Girl Dad, if you're still here, you guys give us some hints, give the ladies some hints on things we can do to help keep our cars out of the dealership, okay? Now, if you have warranty, use it, okay? Use it. Whether it was free, whether you paid for it, if you have warranties, use them. But there are some things like checking your oil, checking your transmission fluid, checking your power steering, check those types of things that we can do. So I'm gonna you with these new cars, it used to be said that with transmission fluid, you always make sure that your car is level, okay? And with transmission fluid, I know I was always taught to make sure that the car is running, okay? You want it to be running so that the fluid expands to whatever I guess it's supposed to expand in order to get an accurate reading. But they say to make sure that it's running. Like if you go to Walmart, you get back home, park on a level surface, get out, pull the stick out, make sure it's the transmission fluid that you're checking. And before adding anything, always check. Before adding anything, always check. So you pull that stick out, and there will be notches on it, okay? You want to look at the color, you want to look and see how much you have, and that will tell you on the stick how much you need to add, okay? So never just add, say you've been having issues lately, still don't just add it. Don't just assume that you need a whole quart. Always check your levels and always look at the color, and have your car running. Now, with some of the newer cars, you don't really have to have it running, but it needs to be warm. It needs to be warm. So you don't necessarily have to have it running, but it needs to be warm. And always, whatever you do, whatever I say, whatever anybody in the chat says, check the owner's manual, okay, for your particular car. And you only want to add the fluid that your manual tells you to add for your car. When you check your oil, okay, when you check the oil and the transmission fluid, you want to pull that stick out and wipe away first. Don't look at that as the reading. You want to wipe away first real good. Then you stick it all the way back down in there, and then you pull it out and you do a reading, okay? Pull it out and then you do your reading. And you look at the color. If you have oil that looks all milky, you might need to you need an oil change at least. You need an oil change at least if it's looking all milky. If you get yourself an oil change and again in a couple of months it's looking that way again, you need to get it checked out. Get it checked out. And you want to check the levels because you don't want it to get too low, okay? Because when your oil gets too low, if you can't see it on the stick, it's probably still some down in there, but you don't want to get too low because things will start to lock up on you, okay? The pistons and all this kind of stuff, the things that need to rotate won't rotate smoothly, okay? So you need to be able to check. And some ladies, they change their own oil. Some ladies change their own oil. So please, guys, if the men, Tariq, Girl Dad, if there are any pointers that you guys think we should know as ladies when we're out, ladies, we need to all know how to change a tire, okay? We need to all know how to change a tire. And I suggest that you get with your significant other, your husband, your brother, your uncle, your cousin, your neighbor, somebody, and just let them go over that with you. Let them go over that with you. I know that we're independent, but there are things that men do that we just don't do. I mean, we don't do it routinely on a regular basis. And I love it when I see a woman mechanic, okay? I love it when I see a woman mechanic. But, your power steering fluid, you want to, sometimes you don't even have to pull out the stick. Sometimes your reservoir, you can see it, and it'll tell you if it's full, half full, and, you can go by that to know what you need to add. Some may have a little, stick in it, and you pull it out, and you check it as well. But be real careful with the transmission fluid and the oil, okay? Be real careful with those because, like I said, some of the newer cars, they don't even have a transmission stick for you to check it. Because these new cars, they want you to bring everything in so that they can put it on the machine. I forget what they call it, so that they can charge you. They're going to charge you whether you get it fixed or not. So just try to do routine maintenance. Routine checks. Those routine checks. And so even if you do have to, when the oil is low, add whatever needs to be added. The stick will tell you what you need to do as far as how much you need to add. And always look at your owner's manual, okay? And what is the recommended thing now for, it used to be like, does anybody know like the mileage? What is it recommended now? And this mostly is for people who really don't have warranties. Because if you have warranties, you're getting your car serviced the way you should. And if you're not, you should, okay? Because you pay for those warranties. And even if they say that they're free, by the time you get done paying for that car, you've paid for that regular maintenance and upkeep, okay? So use your warranties. Use your warranty. Because nothing is free. Nothing is free, okay? So when they say it's free, Yeah, right. It's in the price. It's in the cost. It's all in the cost. Okay. That's the heart of the car. Yeah, let me check some of these because I'm trying to stop this cool down. Thank you, Miss Kitchen, for speaking to Angel and my pet. Thank you guys for interacting and speaking with each other. I appreciate you. Brian says, Grandma Lynn, welcome in, Queen. Glad to have you here. Brian says, yes, she does get you motivated. Please check out the shorts list, y'all, because I'm a shorts channel. I really, really love doing shorts because you can make a short out of anything that you do. You know, some will get views, some won't. It doesn't matter. You never know which one will get a lot of views. So if it's interesting to you, it may not be interesting to other people, but it may be interesting to other people, okay? Yes, make sure you get that oil change. And I forgot, it used to be, you used to could go like, I want to say, I forget exactly what the mileage is, but now you can go a lot longer, about 6,000 miles before getting it changed. It used to be, I think, like 3,000 maybe, but now, you know, with the newer cars, you can go a lot longer before getting it changed, but you want to make sure that you yourself check it at home. Yeah, that brown milky look is nasty. It's nasty. Angel says it's a blown gasket, and it may be about to be something else. It may, depending on how brown and milky it looks, you may be about to lock up. And as you all know, once that motor locks up, you might as well get another car. You know, you can get another motor. You can get another motor if it's you know, if it's more cost efficient for you to get another motor, you can. But a lot of times when that motor goes out, that motor and or transmission, most people just go ahead and get them another car. Or they'll get it fixed maybe, but they'll have it in their minds to, you know, use this as maybe a secondary car. You know, I'll use it for as long as I can. One day it's going to be my secondary car, or they'll give it to someone or something like that, and they start thinking about a new car. Because now if you get a motor and a new transmission, that's almost like a brand new car. Now your axles and all that stuff and all the other important things will be old, but once you get that motor and transmission, if you put that money into that and you decide to keep it, the other stuff you can kind of work on it. But nowadays cars are made such that you still almost have to, anytime if you know you have a new motor and a new transmission, still when certain sensors go off, you have to take it to the dealership or some car aficionado to get it put on the machine to read the codes. Now you can take it into like a parts store, you know, and let them run a diagnostic check on it. You can let them run a diagnostic check, or you can buy your own diagnostic machine. You know, they're not like the ones in the dealership, but they can give you a lot of information. They can give you a lot of information. Your oil change, no, Angel, not 1,300. Your oil change, you can go about 6,000 miles. You can go about 6,000 miles to get your oil change, unless you're talking about tires. Are you talking about tires? Because I'm not sure with the tires. Because tires, before getting them rotated, you mean? Let me know if you're talking about tires. Yeah. The oil, you can go like, yeah, this is what this is saying too. 5,000 to 7,500 to get the oil changed. Yep, and it used to be, this here is saying it used to be 3,000. Girl, I know. Look, let me tell you, I've dealt with a lot of cars, okay? I've dealt with the A to Z cars, the A to B cars. I've dealt with the new cars, the old cars. Yeah, but now with the newer cars, 5,000 to 7,500 is recommended, but it used to be like 3,000. So, you know, technology has made some things better, but at the same time, technology has made things to the point where you have to take it in a lot. You know, even a shade tree mechanic nowadays can only do so much. They can only do so much. No. Don't take nobody your car, girl. Don't take anybody your car after 1,300 miles and have them change the oil. If they have some integrity, they're gonna tell you no. That's too soon. That's way too soon. But you know, some people they'll still maybe even change it for you. Because I don't think it'll hurt, but it'll just be, it'll save you a lot of money to kind of wait until it's recommended. And I know with the newer cars, it's like I had said 6, so I was kind of right there in the middle. But on the older cars, it used to be like 3,000. It used to be 3,000. Now, usually I never really kept up with how often to rotate the tires, because usually when I went to get it serviced, they just rotated the tires. Or sometimes they'll look, and if they don't need rotating, like they'll look at the wear and tear. If they don't need rotating, they won't. But oftentimes they will rotate your tires, like when you get an oil change, or they'll ask you, whenever you go in to get like a regular service, you tend to rotate your tires then, or at least ask you. Tariq, what you talking about? Brilliant, you talking about food. Girl, look, Brilliant, we just got off of ice cream. Look, Tariq says I like going to the deli to get my food. Why, Angel? Angel says no one likes to ride in my car. They say it's too low. Oh, okay. I only have 3 doors. Those tires with only 3. Those cars are low, aren't they? When you usually have like a 2-door car. You got a sports car, Angel. Angel, you got a sports car. You zoom. Girl, Dad says you're so right. Plus your coolant. Yes. Your coolant is a must with this heat. Right. It was 101 here yesterday. Check all fluids every 3,000 miles. Gotcha. Thank you, Tariq. I'm saying Tariq. Thank you, girl, Dad. Tariq on here talking about food. Thank you, girl, Dad. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I want to, let's talk about some things that the guys can help us out with. Okay? And we'll help them whenever we can. But when you got people in here like Girl Dad who cook up a storm, I don't know when he needs help. Look, Girl Dad has his baby girl. He's raising her. He looks like he's doing a great job. I don't know what we can help him with. Okay? But look, we're going to help out where we can. Okay? We're going to help out where we can. We want people to feel comfortable asking for assistance, asking for help. Just motivating, uplifting, encouraging each other. And look, if somebody puts conflicting information in the chat, y'all, all we gotta do is look it up. I saw a chat go wild yesterday because one person said, say like with the oil change. One person said, this isn't what happened, but this is the example. Like when Angel said 1,300, that threw a flag. And I'm like, oh no, wait. And I knew it's like 6,000, something like 6,000. Do you know that would cause an argument in the chat? I'm like, if there's like something like that makes me want to look it up, and so we can educate each other. That makes me want to look it up so we can educate each other. Why argue about it? Because think about it. That person may, of course, they truly believe what they put in the chat. You truly believe what you put in the chat. Look it up. Somebody's right, somebody's wrong. You both might be right. You both may be wrong. So I just feel like that's what we need to be doing. Helping each other, educating each other, teaching each other, learning from each other. Like I say, we drop nuggets over here. We drop nuggets so that we each can pick them up and use them to help whatever we got going on or someone that we may know. Okay? So we just drop nuggets in order to help each other pick them up and do the things that we need to do. Do the things that we need to do to make things better for us, easier for us, and things of that nature. Like, don't make an argument out of every single thing. Sometimes you can say, okay, well, whatever. I feel this way. That person feels that way. But one of them is still gonna like harp on it. And then they get mad at the next person when they say something back. I'm like, y'all could have just Googled. You could Google this. Like, Google it. Don't argue about it. Google it. Find a reputable source. Okay? The .govs, the .orgs, a lot of the .coms, they're reputable. Just find the source when you have a conflict. Okay? And figure out who's right. Girl, Dad, I see you posted 102. Lord have mercy. I know, right, Brilliant? Oh, what Angel talking about her car? It burns a lot of oil. there's some more nuggets of wisdom we get to take home with us today. Yeah, exactly. Tariq talking about some turkey and grilled chicken sandwiches. I also like club sandwiches. Oh my goodness. Oh, Brilliant asked what was his favorite item from the deli. Brilliant, you know we love to talk about food now. We love to talk about food. Well, somebody, I'm trying to find out when we start talking about, I get my tires rotated. Yeah, right. My pet, how's your afternoon going so far? Thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. Yes, definitely. I definitely appreciate my pet. Very, very supportive. And you guys, please, again, support each other, encourage each other. When you see someone that they don't have many people in the chat, those are the chats that I like to talk to people in, okay? Just talk to them. Give them some, that's encouraging, okay? That's encouraging. Give them some support and talk to them. Because again, you know what content everybody, flocks to and what everybody likes. Okay? And I see all content creators, no matter what type of content they have. I won't say all, but most of the ones that I follow, no matter what type of content they have, they always encourage people to support each other. So that's why I say it doesn't have to even be content to your liking or content that you're partial to. If there's something about that content creator, support them. Even if it's just to say hello. If you don't like to drop down in the chat, just watch. Whatever it is that you do. If you're on here, and some people have started to venture out more, and that's good. That's a good thing. Venture out more. Don't just stay stuck. Venture out more. The more you see, the more you might like. There are going to be some things you don't like. Angel says, okay, thank you. I learned something today. I'm so back and forth, y'all. Trying to make sure I didn't miss any of them. Tariq says, also get a jump starter just in case your battery goes. Come on, Tariq. Right. Y'all, you can have a jump starter in your car just in case your battery. You know how back in the day you used to have to wait on people to stop and give you a jump? So you just buy your own. Buy your own jump starter. You would have to wait, and sometimes people would be Johnny on the spot. As soon as they saw that you needed help, they stop and give you a jump. Sometimes, it'd take maybe 10 cars before somebody stopped if you needed a jump. And, I can't say I blame them or not, because a lot of people, I've seen people ask for a jump, right? And the person would be like, no, man, my car is not acting too good itself. So, I understand that. And sometimes people, guess what? Maybe they just don't want to do it. So we can't get upset about that. So that is great, Tariq. That's a great suggestion. Get you a jump starter. Have it in your car. Get you kind of like you would carry a first aid kit. Like a lot of people make their own, or they purchase a first aid kit to carry in their car. Make you a first aid kit for your car. Make sure that you have the, what do you call the things that check your tire pressure? Make sure you have your gauge, your tire gauge. Make sure you know how much air should be in your tire. When your light comes on, that's definitely a great time to check it. But check it even when your light's not on. And nowadays, cars will tell you, as you're driving, which tires are low and which tires are okay. So when you see that they're telling you whatever, you want to still check it. When you stop to get air, you still want to check it. Use your tire gauge to check it. And really, if you can, inspect your tires. Have someone inspect them for you to see if maybe you have a nail. Because sometimes you're looking at it and you're like, this particular tire just keeps getting low. And you don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe you've had it for 5 to 6 months. Not time to get any new tires. But it just keeps getting low. Sometimes you just get a tire that just does that. It's just a bad tire. But sometimes, something has injured that tire, okay? And you may not always see what happened, but there could be a nail in it and you can't see it. So just have someone check it. It could be something about the way your rims or whatever, it could be something causing that tire to do that. So just make sure that you check it. Just because the numbers are within normal range you still want to, give your car a walk around. Give your car a walk around. Make sure that all the lights are working. Um, Let me see. Something with the notification. Girl, I don't know what's going on with those. I noticed that, Angel. I noticed that. Oh, Angel has a 2019 Hyundai Veloster. Is that right, Veloster? I think I've seen one of those. I've seen a few of those when I went looking for cars with my girlfriend. But you want a Mustang truck? Okay. Something is going on with YouTube with the notifications. It is. I'm not getting all my notifications when someone goes live. I refresh all my devices. That makes your battery weak, jumping people. It does. That's why I say I don't get, upset. Sometimes people get upset with you when you don't want to give them a jump. Now, if it's a situation, it's dark, it's dangerous. I don't care if it's male or female. I'm gonna give somebody a jump. I'm gonna give somebody a jump. Because it makes it weak, but all you do, once you drive on it, drive about a mile or two, it builds it up. It doesn't make it weak forever. Unless you already have a weakened battery and you know you need a battery, of course you're not gonna jump people off. But I've seen people riding in like really, really nice vehicles, and they're like, no, I'm not jumping anybody off. And that's their right. That's, to each his own. And with me, because people now feel like just call, what is it? Is it AAA, or just call your insurance company? A lot of times they'll ask, well, do you have any insurance? Like, have them come out and, do whatever. So I understand when somebody's car is already, kind of shaky anyway. They don't want to give a jump. Of course, I understand that. But I've seen some people, cars look like they're just great, and they won't even give somebody a jump. Like, it's dark out here. Give them a jump. But again, if your car is kind of on shake, the status of your car is kind of shaky, or your battery, then of course you don't want to give a jump, because guess what? You never know when yours is gonna just go out. And so, on one hand, a person will say, well, you never know when yours is gonna go out. If it does, are you sure that you have the tools that you need? Because then you're gonna ask for a jump. So, help one another. So some people would think of it that way, but some people would think of it as like, I'm trying to get home from work. My car is barely going. If I give a jump, I don't know if my car is going to get all the way home, or I'm going to have to pull over to the next gas station. So I can understand that. I understand when people know their situation. So just because somebody won't give you a jump, don't think that they're just being mean, okay? Don't think that they're just being mean. Sometimes people just don't like to do that. Sometimes it doesn't have to be anything going on. Like I say, sometimes a person have a brand new car. The last thing they want to do is jump somebody off. Okay? The last thing they want to do is jump somebody off. But I'm so happy for the good Samaritans that don't think like that. And I'm not saying, I'm not being a hypocrite, because I would probably think like that. If I had a car, like Angel said, and I knew that car is already kind of iffy, I'm going to be like, I'll even say I'll wait with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really can't do it, because by the time I get half a mile down the road, I don't know. If you've been having car problems, basically is what I'm saying, then no, you don't want to go jumping people off, okay? But if your car is good condition, good shape, after you jump them off, you get about a couple of miles on down, your battery's going to build back up. It's going to build up. So just think of it as if, what would you want if it were you in that situation? Would you want someone to help you? And then if they didn't, then those scenarios will start to go through your head that people just don't help people no more. You'll be like, people just don't help people no more. People want money. And some people, you can offer them money. They're like, nah, I'm good. I can't. I just really can't. My car is not in the condition to jump another car off. And also, too, don't ask someone with a Ford Focus to jump off your Suburban, okay? Don't ask someone with a Ford Focus to jump off your Suburban. Are you crazy? Now that, Angel, yes, that, and I might be wrong on that, but just think about it. Again, if the guys are still in here, don't ask someone. I saw a guy literally get mad at a coworker. She had a small car, and it could have been a Ford Focus. He had this big Suburban. So, don't you know, had she jumped him off, and she come back to work later the week and complaining about her battery, he wasn't going to help her purchase a battery. He was not going to help her purchase a new battery. So you can't get mad. Either way, you cannot get mad when people won't, let people decide what they're going to do with their things, okay? They know what they need to do. They purchase them. If you, of course, you don't think it's going to hurt their car at the time, at the moment, because you need to jump off, okay? You need to jump. So, yeah, just, if one person won't help you, ask the next person. Ask the next person. And then those who are being asked, don't just assume that everybody has insurance where they'll just come out and, if you lock your keys in your car, some people have insurance where they can just call them and they'll send somebody out. If they run out of gas, they'll send somebody to get them. If they get a flat tire, if their car breaks down, they'll take it to the repair shop. But when people don't want to help you in those situations, don't always assume that they're just mean. Like Angel says, sometimes, it might weaken their battery, depending on the situation with their car. If it's a pretty run-of-the-good car, but we don't know that, right? But I've had cars that were good. I jumped somebody off, not an issue. No issues. They always just tell me that if you jump somebody off, make sure you kind of drive a little bit and build your battery back up. But you just, like I said, you don't know. Just because a person tells you no. Now, depending on how they say it, of course, people can be snobs, of course. But if they just say, no, I can't, who are you to question why? Sometimes they may just not want to do it. It may not be a reason. They just don't want to. They just don't want to. Let me see. That makes your, okay, I think I saw that. Yeah, okay, I saw that. Now, when I look at the comments, I'm usually, because my other device, for some reason, it keeps loading. So maybe we got too many people on Wi-Fi. I don't know. But I think it's still behind because I see that Brilliant has said something, unless I'm behind on mine. And this thing hasn't moved. Brilliant has said, let me see. God will always send the right. Yep. God will always send the right help to you. He sure will. He'll always send the right help. The help that you need. Exactly. So for those people that tell you no, don't worry about it. Somebody is going to come along. It's going to work out. Okay? You're going to get your car back on the road. At the time, you're like, really, nobody's going to help me? But people will help you. Somebody will come along that will help you. Guess what? A lot of times it's a person in a Sanford and Son pickup truck. Okay? It's a person in a Sanford and Son pickup truck. Or it could be the person that you least expect. That's why when they say don't judge a book by its cover, sometimes you look and you're afraid to ask people questions. Like the very person that you see walking by or going into the gas station, say if you're able to make it to a service station and you pull over, the very person that you're scared to ask, and you may approach one or two other people, when they come outside, they're like, hey, what's going on? You need some help? So that won't always be the case. But I'm just saying, sometimes the people that we least want to approach, that we're most afraid to ask, will be the ones who will help you graciously. They'll be the ones who will help you graciously. So don't be afraid to ask. It's just like a job. Don't be afraid to ask for a job, okay? You might get 10 no's to every yes interview. You might get 100 no's to one yes interview, okay? Okay? But somebody is going to tell you yes. Like Brilliant said, God will send the help that you need. Be it changing your tire, to getting a new job, to just making a decision about what you're going to eat today. Okay? Okay? He's going to tell you what to do. Yesterday, my friend, we were on the phone, and she was like, I do not want to eat out, and I do not feel like cooking. So we were on the phone for like maybe 10 minutes. And she called me back like maybe 2-3 hours later. Y'all, she had cooked a full meal. She had cooked a full meal. So, look, she moved. God said, girl, get up and cook. She didn't want to go out to eat. She didn't want to cook a meal. She was like, she said her stomach was like, I'm hungry. Then her stomach was like, I'm hungry. And she jumped up and she said she cooked that food so fast. See, a lot of times it's quicker than you think it'll be. It's all in the mind, okay? Sometimes it's all in the mind. Just get up and do it. Like Nike says, just do it. She was fussing, and she was like, the more I sit and procrastinate, I'm getting hungrier and hungrier. I don't want to eat out. So I know right now, I'm not looking at that as an option. There was basically no sandwich meat. She didn't want to keep snacking all night. So, sometimes the more you snack, the more you snack. Okay? Especially if you're skipping like lunch, dinner. So she was like, girl, I just jumped up. I just jumped up and cooked. She was like, do you know the easiest meal ever is chicken, rice? What she had? Chicken, rice, and green beans. Chicken, rice, and green beans. She got she had some canned green beans, some rice, some brown rice, and baked some chicken. And she was like, it took that chicken an hour to bake, and I had to put the AC on below zero. But she's like, girl, I've already eaten. So she had already eaten. Girl, I don't know what is wrong with Angel. We were talking about the notifications. Whenever I've been noticing that when I do my lives, it'll automatically have it set for the next day. So I went into the settings and I'm like, what is going on with this? Why is it not on the right time? It would have it set for the next day. And I'm like, okay, what? I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I went in the settings, made sure everything was on time. So I don't know what's going on with it. When I started a live before this live, and the date popped up June 6th, and I was like, today's the 5th. The 5th slipped up on me because I thought today was the 4th, actually. I thought today was the 4th. But today is the 5th. And it threw me because I thought it was the 4th. So I knew it most definitely wasn't June 6th. So I looked and I'm like, why is it jumping like this? And it did that one time last week. It did that one time last week. So I don't know what's going on with it. Let me go out of this tablet and go back in because for some reason it is not keeping up. It's not keeping up. And then sometimes it's like they'll even send you a notification in your studio to let you know that there's a glitch sometimes. So I just reset this. Let me see what happens now. Yeah, I've been missing the comments because I really can't see the one that you guys see me on. So I was looking at another device. Okay, now it's caught up. Enjoyed the live, guys. It's time for me to go do my carpool. Okay, Angel. I don't know how long ago she said that because this phone's been acting crazy. We pray you all enjoyed your time here today with us. That you are enjoying your time. Yes, because we're not done yet. That you're enjoying. Okay? That you're enjoying. Carpool meaning one person I pick up every day. You pick up one person every day, Angel. Well, hey, it's still a carpool. It's still a carpool. Angel says, see you soon. I mean, not Angel. Brittany says, see you soon, Angel. Yes, watch the legs move, okay? We appreciate it. It encourages you to get up. We hope that it encourages you. That is my goal, is to encourage you to get up and move. You don't have to be Speedy Gonzalez. You don't have to be a marathon runner. You just do it at your own pace. Briskly. You can be brisk. It can be slow. Just start at your own pace. You will pick up. You'll want to go faster. Eventually, you'll want to go faster. But make sure that you're doing what your body can tolerate. Make sure you've talked with your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant. The information over here is not meant to be professional advice. We don't diagnose. We don't professionally assess. We just tell you nuggets. We tell you things that you can easily find on Google to help you. But before you start any regimen, make sure you contact a professional. At the bare minimum, listen to your body. Listen to your body, especially if you have never, really worked out, or you don't have an exercise regimen, or if it's been a long time and you're restarting. You can always start out slowly until your next appointment, talk with your doctor, see what he says, and go from there. But most professionals advise Americans to move. They advise all people to move. Just knowing your boundaries, knowing your limits, your limitations, and adjusting accordingly is key. Those things are key. Those things are key. Always, always, always. Tariq, I got a portable all-in-one jump starter for my car. Really? That's good. I see those all the time when I go in like advanced like Harbor Freights, places like that. Angel says, right, I thought I was the only one. It's something going on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I hope they get it straight. I hope they get it straight. But they will, they'll notify like you sometimes when something's been going on, they'll notify you after you correct it. So I try not to say anything bad about them because it's enough people saying stuff bad. Because I want them to do the good things for me. I want them to do the good things for me. Y'all know, like sometimes I fuss a little bit about something like, okay, they're not sending anybody your way. And I'll just say like, be patient, be patient. It's not like it's your job they don't have to do it. They don't have to do it because we don't have to be on here. So I try to appreciate. I try to, just like I try to, show appreciation to the people who do come and support, who truly come to support you truly. I try to do that all the time. I try to always say it. Saying it is key. And I always want to say good things about the app because honestly speaking, truth be told, we don't have to be on here. So I try to say good things. But I also try to let them know when things are happening, like with the notifications, with the timing, and people are having problems, catching your lives or catching your video uploads because of the notifications. And I just chalk it up to, technology. It's an app. It's a system. Everything's not going to always flow correctly. It's just like our laptops or our desktops. Everything's not going to always flow fluently. It's not going to always be a smooth flow. So I just hope that whenever things get kind of chaotic, that they correct it, in good timing. I just hope that they correct it in good timing. But thank you guys for coming into this live. It has been an hour. Okay, so I've got to jump off of here, take a shower, and again, support the people who support you. Support positive content. If you're a subscriber and you don't have a channel, support the content that you like. Support positive content. That's not to say to go somewhere that you're not interested every day. It's just saying if there is something at all that you like about them, whether it's their content or whether it's just a person, give them a thumbs up, say hello, or just watch. It's all support. It all helps. So just do what you can or do what you want. Do what you want. So y'all know what it is. It's peace, positivity, and prosperity. Okay? Okay? If there's no peace, there's chaos. If there's no positivity, there's negativity. And wherever chaos and negativity live, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. And always use discernment. Use discernment. Know when the positivity flowing your way is actually negative. Okay? Know when there's peace that's really chaotic. That has some chaos behind it. Okay? Don't let people bother you, and don't let stress people stress you out. And be unique. Be originally you. Okay? Be yourself. Be you. Sometimes people can bring out parts of you that you have always been there, but you just never showed anybody else. That's good, but still be originally and uniquely you. There's a couple of people with uniquely in their names, and that's cute to me. I like that because we can all be so similar, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's still a unique component, a unique element that we all should have. So on that note, I thank you guys for coming in. Tariq says, peace and peace and love forever and always. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you for always coming through. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate that. Angel says, Lance Pride, I still haven't cut up them. You still haven't cut up the strawberries? Look, you'll get to it. You'll get to it. Maybe after you're done with your carpool, you'll get to it. Remember, your fruits, they're your Skittles, okay? Your fruit are your Skittles, okay? Your fruit are your Skittles. Your fruit are your Skittles. That was another topic, y'all. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna go. We were in a classroom the other day arguing about fruit with an S, fruit without an S. Okay. If you say that apple tree bear fruit, You only have to you can say a S. They're technically not wrong, but you usually add the S when there's different types of fruits, is what I was always taught. And that's what the cup it's like half the class was divided on it. And that was so funny. And that was one of those situations where technically I guess both sides were right. So, make something funny. Make something funny. Don't make it something mean and evil. Make it funny. So on that note, I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live. Bye, y'all.